All right, you guys. Now let's talk about the Oilers' victory Wednesday night over the Vegas Golden Knights. And I want to start at the end of the game. Shenanigans. This series is getting spicy. You have Alex Pietrangelo upset about a hit that Evander Kane had on him earlier with the overhead two-handed slash on Leon Draisaitl. He's out of the game, curious about supplemental discipline. What do you think, Craig?
Yeah, no supplemental discipline in my view. I think he'll get a fine, and certainly, I mean, Louis DeBrusque on the broadcast made a very good point. He said if he makes contact with the head, out of here. Duncan Keith with a very careless slash in a previous playoff got suspended.
Yep.
That doesn't get Draisaitl up there, but he'll be getting a fine. I don't know if they have to pay tax on it.
So, and then interesting, Cheryl, then Connor McDavid comes to Leon's defense. So you love to see that. And Connor gets on the score sheet. Leon gets on the score sheet. Big response after no points in game 3.
Well, a huge response. And a big thing was they had the puck. And that's really critical, isn't it? And you know when Connor McDavid gets that puck on his stick and if he gains speed underneath the puck, you know that he is gone. Craig and I were talking about it. Just the way he dances with the puck and he finds players that are open and available. The main thing for me about Connor McDavid is the way he scans and he processes within the ice. I mean, he knows exactly where everyone is. He can manipulate his opponent at will, and he knows exactly where he is. I mean, he has got eyes in the back of his head, and this is the beautiful feat as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets his first. But again, coming to Draisaitl's defense at the end of the game, I just love that. We were talking about it saying he's all in.
Yeah.
You know, he is all in right now, and that's what a teammate, that's what a captain does. And I mean, he is Connor McDavid, and he's throwing his weight around a little bit. You got to love it.
Best player on the ice.
Yep,
and
without
so
a
in a
doubt.
game when you're down 2-1, you got to find a way to win the game. And not only the statement that he makes with his play, but you're not doing that to Leon. No. And you know that is fully invested right in there.
100%.
One of the things you guys talked to me about after game 3 was Edmonton's poor play 5-on-5. They'd been outscored 8-3, 5-on-5 the first 3 games of this series. They responded a big way in game 4.
In the first 2 periods, they absolutely annihilated the Vegas Golden Knights 5-on-5. It wasn't even close. Vegas had 1 slot shot at even strength in the first 2 periods. Throughout the 3rd period, this was a dominant, with a lot of questions surrounding the Edmonton Oilers about their 5-on-5 play in this tournament. Oh, and if you don't get power plays, how are you going to be able to win? You win, you know how you get power plays, Jay? By being really good 5-on-5.
Right.
and then you take advantage. They didn't deserve any power plays in game 3. In this game, they dictated the pace right from the get-go. They pushed the Vegas defensemen back, and then they were great inside the defensive zone.
Well, I think that's the big key. I mean, last game defensively, they weren't good. They didn't have good structure or posture in their own zone or in the neutral zone. They didn't, you know, they gave up the blue line. So I think it was critical to be able to start with the puck. Guess what? You got to retrieve it. So you got to protect your house, and then you got to find a way to get it. And then if you get it into the hands of a McDavid, a Draisaitl, then you know what's going to happen. So they had the puck. They were able to generate the speed that we're used to seeing from them because of that good defensive posture. You know, as a former defender, you got to talk about the defense, how it leads to offense, Craig.
And you're not one-dimensional, but I know you love talking about defense.
I was definitely one-dimensional when I
That's
played.
okay. We'll allow it. That's totally fine. And then Stuart Skinner, second time in the postseason, he comes up with a huge response in a game following him being pulled in a game. What did you think? I thought he was great tonight. Craig, what did you think?
Yeah, I think we were watching the game, and, you know, you think about Stuart Skinner, he's a rookie goaltender. You know, he's one of the finalists for the Rookie of the Year.
That's right.
Deservedly so. Playoffs are a whole different animal. And right now, I call the playoffs match play golf. It's not about one game. Okay, you didn't play good in game 3. Come back in game 4 and give us your good game. You know, if you have a bad hole in match play, you get ready for the next. It's not the end of the world. And I think that Stuart Skinner showed that ability. Park it, move on. Great, excellent. And early in the game, Cheryl, Vegas had a power play 24 seconds into this game, and so he was strong right from the start.
Well, I mean, what's between the ears? Isn't that the toughest thing to manage? I mean, you have the skills, you work with the goaltender coaches, but it's about bringing it and resetting. And resetting is one of the most difficult things to do as an athlete. So he comes in there, and as you mentioned, and you get on the PK right away, and he finds a way to make some key saves. I think that the D did do a good job pushing to the outside for him and boxing out better than they did last game, but certainly had to make some key timely saves. He came up big, and the brain, the mental edge on the game looks pretty good.
Especially for a goaltender, right? If you can bounce back that way.
You have to be able to.
It's just incredible to think that he's a rookie and he's so calm. And
you can't be successful if you don't have that ability.
Cool as a cucumber.
So both the Oilers and Leafs. Is it cool as a cucumber? I don't know. Oilers and Leafs back in action Friday night. You guys were awesome. Thanks for this. Appreciate it.